Alright, hey guys, this is Eddie, and I'll be talking about three specific Samsung phones that we have. First, I'll be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Then, I'll be talking about the Galaxy S4. And then, we'll be talking finally about the Galaxy S4 Mini, the Samsung family. Alright, first, let's talk about the Galaxy Note 3. This is a T-Mobile variant. It's going on T-Mobile for $99 down and then a $25 installment fees. It's running Android 4.3 with TouchWiz UI. It has a 3200 milliamp hour battery, expandable storage, 13 megapixel camera, and 4G LTE. It's got a Snapdragon 800 processor, and quite possibly one of the best phones of 2013. Alright, we're going to talk a little bit about how the phone feels in your hand. First and foremost, my hands aren't the biggest, so the phone itself does feel a little big in my hand, but it is manageable. And there are certain aspects of TouchWiz that I do like that will make the phone within reason to control. One of the little tricks I saw are a little bit of this, which will shrink the screen and make it useful in one hand. Pretty handy little trick that Samsung added to their operating system. Now, a little bit about the back of the phone. Everybody assumes that this is leather. It's not actually leather, it's just plastic. The stitching around it makes it look like leather. It actually does feel pretty nice though. And the plastic actually makes it feel a little bit better to grip as opposed to the Note 2, which had soft coated plastic that was a little bit slippery. And yeah, it does feel pretty good in the hand once you get used to it. Alright, we're going to talk a little bit about how the S Pen works. Now, I'm not a big S Pen guy myself, but it's actually a pretty useful little tool that is added. You got Action Memo, Scrapbooker, ScreenWrite, Search, or S Finder, and Pen Window. I think the most useful one though is Action Memo, mainly because you could use it as taking quick notes when you need it. Now, I'm using my left hand right now. I'm not left-handed, so it feels weird. But when you're writing on here, take a quick note, like a phone number or whatever it is that you may have to write, and then circle it, and then add. Once you've added it, it'll automatically add to your address book. Pretty handy little trick, and definitely helps out. I'm not a big user of it, but it does help if you have to take notes real quick. The S Pen is actually pretty nice. It has this little button right here that'll use to activate the little scrapper and your little finder and do what you got to do. And yeah. Alright, now we're going to do a quick overview of the Galaxy S4. The Note's little brother, I guess you could call it. This is running Android 4.3 as well. It has a 2600 milliamp hour battery, 13 megapixel camera, 4G LTE capable. It has expandable storage up to 64 gigs. It's got a 5-inch screen. Alright, as I did before with the Galaxy Note 3, I'm going to talk a little bit about how it feels in the hand. This one actually feels reasonable in the hand. Still, like I said, my hands aren't that big, so it's still pretty big with the 5-inch screen. The plastic is actually pretty nice, though. It feels pretty good in the hand, and it's really, really light. It's kind of shocking how light this phone is compared to some other ones. The Note feels pretty heavy compared to it, but the feel of it is actually pretty good. And that's about it. Alright, finally, I'm going to be talking about the smallest one in the family. It's the Galaxy S4 Mini. Now, this is a international variant, so it's not an actual phone that's tied to anybody. It's an unlocked international phone. But from what I can tell you about this phone, it's running Android 4.2.2. It's got a 256 ppi, so it's not the highest quality. It's about mid-range specs. It's NFC capable. It also has expandable storage. It is dual core 1.7 gigahertz with a 1900 milliamp hour battery. It has a 8 megapixel camera with flash and 4G LTE. And as before, I'm going to do a little bit of how it feels in your hand. From the three of the phones, this is quite possibly the one that fits my hand the best. I can actually reach to the other side. That's just how small it is. It's got a very small screen, 4.5 inches. So it's right there with, you know, the iPhone 5S. So it's real pocketable, real user friendly. You know, just the specs are down a little bit. A little bit about how it feels in the hand is just exactly as the Galaxy S4, just smaller. Feels good in the hand. Very nice material, although it is plastic, so it's not the highest quality material, but the material that it does have is really nice. This is the purple one, and it feels pretty nice in the hand. So, all right, finally, I'm just gonna do a quick size comparison between the three phones. As you can see, of course, the Note is the biggest phone, um, and from what I can tell you, it's the least handy one that you can use. The Galaxy S4 is right there, but it's still within range, and the Galaxy S4 Mini, which is the most pocketable and handy phone. Quick comparison of their size, as you can see here. If you stack them, the Galaxy S4 can actually fit inside the screen of the Galaxy Note 3. And if you want, you could put the Galaxy S4 Mini inside the screen of the Galaxy S4. That's just how small they are. Alright guys, that's it for tonight. This is my first video. Please make sure to subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys want to see in a video, any kind of details you want to see about the phones. Any feedback would be great. You know, let me know what you want to see. This is my first video, so I'm just kind of trying to break down a little bit of the details on it. You know, and I always appreciate the support. 0341 Mortarman Simplified.